I'm Foster Nebraska, and welcome to this PCOC Minute. At the Santa Clara Valley chapter meeting that was held in August, we had the great privilege of hearing from Mike McKenzie, the current PCOC President, about some upcoming PCOC-related events and the outcome of the strategic planning meeting. Now, let us jump over to the portion of Mike's talk where he discusses the outcome of this strategic planning meeting.
We met in Sacramento, a group of people from throughout the state, different companies, the executive committee, all met in Sacramento to talk about really what PCOC is going to be doing in the next 5 years. And some of you have heard some of this, but we've developed 5 key targets for PCOC to focus on. Number 1 is our legislative and regulatory advocacy. I mean, that cannot go away. That is number 1 for this business and for this association. Number 2 is improving our organizational communication. So Pest Posse is one of the big things that's helped us out with that, whether it's through YouTube or it's through LinkedIn or Facebook or all of the different channels that we have now that we didn't necessarily have like 6 months ago. And if we did have it, it wasn't active. We've been talking for years, Ryan, I remember this. We were the committee or the chairs on social networking, and it never really got off the ground. And it's starting to get off the ground finally, which is really great. So the PCOC Minute has been fantastic. A lot of people are viewing it. Has everybody seen it? Yeah? So if you're not on PCOC's Facebook, this is like the cardinal sin of talking in front of people. Take out your cell phone and like Pest Control Operators of California. If you're on LinkedIn, do the same. Okay? So that helps us communicate throughout the association so it's a uniform message rather than, one district gets this message and another district gets this message. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's improving the organizational communication. You heard some of the stuff that we're doing, the reporting piece. So our minutes and our treasurer's reports are coming into the main office, so we could just kind of review what's going well in some locations and what's not going well in some locations, and we can provide guidance. So on top of all of this, we've also implemented a quarterly district chair meeting with the executive committee, as well as a quarterly conference call just to update each other on what's happening and share best practices. So if I have a fantastic speaker named Doug, and I tell everybody that, man, you're going to talk to this Doug guy from Douglas Products, he's amazing, they're probably going to call Doug. Okay? So it's just to share different best practices and what's going well. Of course, goal number 3 would be membership growth and retention. And I just want you to think of your business, right? In every one of our businesses, there's 2 key factors that we all try to do. Retain customers and grow our business, sell new business, right? The 2 key factors. It doesn't change in an association. We have to retain our membership and grow our membership. So those are 2 huge key factors for us. We're looking at revisiting the organizational design and structure. So I know some of the people in this room were at this meeting. So this meeting started out with like a whiteboard or like Post-it boards, that you can hang on the wall. And we wrote all over these boards, like all these ideas. Okay, what are we doing with this? What are we doing with that? What's the key points of PCOC? What do we stand for? And we get all of these things together, and we lump it into these 5 categories. And one of the number 1 things that came out was revisiting our organizational design and structure. It's like, well, what does that mean, right? It's looking at our bylaws. It's looking at our districts and what our districts stand for and what our actual association stands for. And the reality is, it came down, some of the discussion in this area came down to, does our name, PCOC, Pest Control Operators of California, actually represent who we are and what we do? And it was like, wow, that's an interesting concept, right? It's an interesting thought. I am not saying we're changing the name, so don't beat me up in the parking lot. What I'm saying is, there was a lot of discussion around this, okay? To the point where we got to like, do we use the CMPA acronym? CPMA. California Pest Management Association acronym? Do we use CPMP, California Pest Management Professionals? You know, all these different things were coming out. So it was really a brainstorming session around this, but it really is forcing us to take a look deeply at how we do business and what we stand for. Number 5 was to enhance our use of technology, better serving our membership. So the YouTube channel I was discussing, and the Facebook and LinkedIn and all that, but going a little further than that, having additional opportunities for training that are online, or additional like knowledge-based items that are online for people to just view as members. Does that make sense? Cool, awesome.
Thank you all for watching this PCOC Minute, and I want to also thank the pest control operators of California for partnering with the Pest Posse to bring you this PCOC Minute and all media coverage for PCOC related events. So we will see you at the next PCOC Minute.